I cannot hear you. I cannot hear you. Probably you should check your net. If you can hear me, if you can you hear me, just gesture so I know you can hear me. You can hear me? Can you hear me? But I cannot hear you. I cannot hear you. Should I leave or join again, or what do we do? Or you check if you are muted? All right. Maybe I'm going to help her with this. Good afternoon, everyone. I think she's struggling with her audio, and that should be from the internet or something. Probably should just give her a few minutes and she'll be here with us so that we can get started already. Thank you.
You're back. Can you hear me now?
Okay, I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. How about you? Can you
Yes,
hear
I
me?
can hear you clearly now. I think we have a good audio and a good video now. I can hear you clearly. If you can hear me, I can hear you. I can hear you clearly. I think you're struggling with the network. Let me see if I can message you. I can hear. Okay. Yes, clearly. I can hear you clearly.
Hello.
I can hear you clearly. Is the network from my head or from your hand?
You can hear me.
Is the network from?
You
Yes,
can
I can
hear
hear
me.
you. Yes, 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 yes.
You can hear me.
Yes, I can. I can hear
How about
you.
now?
I
Can you
can
hear me
hear
now?
you. Clearly. I can hear you clearly. It seems you are now the one not hearing me, but I can hear you already. Or maybe let me message you. I can hear you clearly already.
Hello.
Okay, I'm back. I'm back to the studio. Can you hear me?
Hello, I'm still here. We're here. Okay, you are back.
Yes. Please, can you hear me now? Okay, can you hear me? Can you hear me? I think if you
Hello,
can
I'm
hear me,
here.
then we are good. Your voice is sounding like it's sounding later than when you've spoken. But can you hear me? If you can hear me, then we are good.
Okay.
Awesome. You can hear me
Oh,
already. You can
God,
hear me
God, God.
already.
What's wrong with network today? Kind of now. This thing has to stop.
Is that like somebody, or maybe you can check from the outside to confirm which of the network has to be changed, so I know if it's my network or your network. Huh?
Hello? Okay, you can hear me now. Okay. I'm connecting to what's it called? Instagram. So yes, basically true. All right. Okay, just 1 minute. I'm changing my network now, and we'll start by 12:15. Um, this, let's just wait. All right. So yeah, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. We are live on Instagram, and then we are live on YouTube. The network is a little bit dragging. All right. So yeah. Hello, can you hear me? Are you here?
Yes, I'm here with you.
Mo?
Yes, I'm
Let me
here
know if
with
you
you.
can hear
Confirm if you
me.
can hear me as well.
Can you hear me?
I'm here with you. I am here with you if you can hear me.
Hello, can you hear me? Are you here?
I am here with you. Confirm from your end if you can hear me.
If you can hear me, you can hear me as well.
I can hear you. I can hear you now. So I think it's just you confirm if you can hear me. Or just ask maybe a participant to confirm if they can hear me. Do you understand?
Okay, so we are going to be starting. Please just give me some seconds. Let me share this link. I think we are good now. Um, All right, so please let's start. So today we'll be talking about an interesting topic: LinkedIn for small business owner. LinkedIn for small business owner. You know, in the time past, if you look at everyone believes that LinkedIn is actually for professionals, job seekers. It's not really for business owners. Like, why should I be on LinkedIn? That has always been the right. And I mean, today's business insight with Mark for this month, this is what we'll be looking into, right? LinkedIn, why you should be on LinkedIn as a business owner. And you know, in the time past, we have been bringing in different guests. We've been talking about different topics, right? We'll be talking on what's it called now? We spoke about email marketing, taxation, tax, why you should file with annual returns, and so many other things. So, like last month, it was a book reading that we did, a book review on our page. So, but this month, we have decided to host my own person, which is LinkedIn tutor. Like she's doing very, very well on LinkedIn, right? And she's there to give us more insight why we should take advantage of as a business owners, why we should be on LinkedIn and set up our profile and do every other thing. So before I proceed, can you please introduce yourself? Emo, can you introduce yourself to us?
Okay, confirm if you can hear me now.
Let's get to meet you.
Confirm if you can hear me now.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you clearly. Just confirm if you can hear me. All right. Or you just ask the participants if they can hear me. All right, let me just go and thank you. Thank you for this opportunity, Map. You're doing really well, and I really appreciate that. So I am Miracle Oluwatayo, Mo for short, and a LinkedIn tutor underneath being a management
Yes, I can hear you
consultant
now.
for startup. Can you hear me? All right. So I am a certified LinkedIn Insider member. I just want to be sure you can hear me. I'm not speaking to myself. And LinkedIn has been a thing I've been doing over the years. And this year, I'm dedicating like the whole of this year to teach other business owners like me, professionals, the corporate world, how they can leverage LinkedIn to get maximum results. And part of which we are doing today, it seems like you're hearing the audio somewhere else. Just let me know so I can go again if you're not hearing me. Or maybe just ask the participants, anybody watching from the outside, if they can confirm that they can hear me, then I think we're all good to some extent.
Can you hear me? Finding it difficult to hear you. I can't hear you well. The
You
network
said?
is just messing things up.
Okay, you know what? Let me leave and look at it from the participants see and see if my audio is actually going out. So that will be able to help me
Network is
determine
just
if it's
messing
my
things up.
audio or probably is the audio from the site or something. Should I do that? Or probably we can see a comment from anybody to just confirm if they can hear me, if they can hear you. So that we don't even end up talking to ourselves while participants are not listening to us. Okay, let me just do that.
Hi. The network is really, really terrible. Like I've used all the network I have on my phone. Like here right now is just messing things up. Our guest speaker is joining soon. She's joining us very soon. So yeah. Peculiar Stitches, you're welcome. Our guest is trying to join back. Uh,
Okay, I hope you can hear me now.
yes, I can hear you. How about you? Can you hear
Ah,
me?
finally. Oh, guys, yes, I can hear you clearly. I've
Yes.
been hearing you from the beginning. I've been hearing you. I'm telling you, I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you.
All right. So yes, let's go. So we have to take your intro again so that we can take off from there.
Okay, I was saying that I am Miracle Watayo by name, Mo for short. That is MO, a LinkedIn tutor, underneath being a management consultant. Okay, so for this year, the project my team and I have is to teach business owners like ourselves and professionals in the corporate world how to maximize LinkedIn. Because from a survey we did last year, the ending of last year, we noticed that most of the professionals and business owners are not maximizing this platform up to the way they're supposed to, because of the misconception of, oh, this platform is basically for people that are looking for a job or people that are looking for opportunities or whatever it is they might have in their head. So this year, we are dedicating our time and teaching content, everything to teaching our fellow professionals. I think you're trying to play the audio
Because
again,
of
but I'm hearing
the
it.
misconception of this platform is basically for people that are looking for a job or people that are looking for opportunities. So this year,
Probably you have to pause it because I think the audio will be contradicting each other. So yeah, like I was saying, so this year we are dedicated to teaching the business owners, professionals, executive our best to maximize the platform LinkedIn. I am a certified insider, they call it LinkedIn
are looking
Insider
for
membership.
opportunities.
And
So this year, okay, so it's a
I
bit
have
from here. Probably that's first thing I'm trying to hear that.
okay, it just stopped again. It just stopped again. Recognized by Faficon in 2023 as one of the top 100 leaders here in Nigeria. So, yes, that is a little about me. You can head over to LinkedIn, Miracle Watayo, to know more about me. I was too good. Can you still hear me? Oh, good. Can you still hear me?
I can hear you. As one of
Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, that's it. Okay, now I think it's your network that is lagging, if I'm not mistaken.
okay. Thank you so much, Ms. Miracle. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for joining us today. It's really a great pleasure to have you here with us. Um, so I have a question. I want to ask, in your experience, why do you think that small business owner should care about LinkedIn in 2025? Did you get
Yes, she
that?
said why business owners should care about LinkedIn in 2025, right? Okay, yes.
Yes.
Business attention is currency. Like right now, attention, I mean, because attention is currency. Right now, you need, attention of decision makers, not depending on the goal of the small business owner. But LinkedIn is where decision makers are giving their attention. You get the attention of all of those decision makers there on LinkedIn. And as a small business owner, we need visibility. You want to be seen. Yes, other platform can give you this, but the visibility that LinkedIn gives to you, it gives you that on another level. It makes you visible to partners, potential investors, potential collaborators, potential business, business friend, business relationship that can expand your business, that can give you the opportunity to grow better. LinkedIn gives you that credibility. I don't know if it has happened to you before or it has occurred to you before that you want to do anything, even as a small business owner, you are applying for something and they ask you for your LinkedIn URL because it builds credibility. LinkedIn is one of that safe platform where you can check out people and be sure that this information, to some certain extent, it's okay. It can be used for anything. And LinkedIn gives you that connection to grow. Like I said earlier, you're exposed to potential investors, potential partners, potential collaborators. So LinkedIn offers like all of those visibility, partnership, connection to grow, credibility. It offers everything without you needing a huge marketing budget. So if you want to do like marketing, but that's another thing. But then it offers you this organically that you don't, immediately need to run those ads like every other platform. So it's not like an option right now. If you are a business owner here in 2025, business owner professionals, the corporate bodies, you need to be on LinkedIn. Have a profile there, even if you're not a creator. You don't have to be a creator. Just have your profile well optimized over there and use it to reach out to connections. It is essential, very, very essential. So because of those reasons, you need to be on LinkedIn. You just need to be on LinkedIn. Yeah. For your credibility building, for expanding your connection, and for building relationships that matter. LinkedIn is a place to be as a business owner. Yes, did you get that? I hope the audio did not go off again. Hello? Oh my god.
It's more clearer here on YouTube. So by the time you're done, I'm still listening to you. Can you hear me?
That's fine. Yes, that's
Yeah,
fine.
so you may just give me like, when you are done talking, you just give me like few seconds. We just have to manage ourselves because I really don't understand what is happening that I can't hear you directly as you're speaking from my studio. So I'm using the YouTube to get your, once you are done, just give me like 5 seconds or something. I will definitely catch up and then unmute. Thank you so much. So
Okay,
I'm
that's
listening to the parts and you talked about it give us the credibility, the visibility, and all. But you know, I somebody like me, while I started digital marketing, of course, you want to be everywhere. I open LinkedIn, open Twitter, open this, open that. But to stay consistency, to even really know, and I'm sure that so are in my shoes, right? That they're like, LinkedIn people are too serious. You people are too serious. Like you are kind of this professional. And we like, Olaja, we want to sell, we want to shout, we want to dance, we want to be creative, we want to, I don't know if you understand that feeling. You get so okay, take for instance like you, when we were preparing for this program, I asked you for your Instagram page and all, and you're like, I've actually known you to be that kind of reserved personalities, like you don't really shout and all that. That is your kind of person, and I think LinkedIn is just the best place for you to be. And the reply you gave us, you gave me was that you are not really that active on Instagram. I said, yes, here comes the thing. So maybe right now we should be teaching you on Instagram, why you should be teaching us on LinkedIn. You get, but joke aside, let's even talk. LinkedIn has actually been known for this seriousness of a thing. Like, how do you really think that we can bring the vibe? There's a kind of vibe you are getting on Instagram. There's this vibe you are getting on Facebook. Business owners on this platform, they are not silent marketer. They are not like gently, like you are looking at each of your sentence. Is this thing grammatically correct? Even though it's very important, they are not really concerned. They just want to like jump on trends and all that. But LinkedIn is actually for, it's not really giving that way. What do you think that as a business owner, how do you think we can, is a personality that we can actually switch from that personalities of the loudness we are coming from and be calm? Because I think LinkedIn is kind of dulling us. Let me put it that way. It's giving us that dull vibe. So do you really think we can try without our shouting personality on other platform and bring it on LinkedIn? That's my question.
Okay, all right. Let me first say you don't have to switch. There's a way you put it the other time. You don't have to switch your personality, and you don't have to drop your energy. You don't have to even change to be on LinkedIn. But the secret is this, knowing why you are on that platform. First off, Instagram has a uniqueness, same thing as LinkedIn having a uniqueness. What you want to achieve on Instagram will be different from what you want to achieve on LinkedIn. Yes, on Instagram, you might want to, Instagram is going to give you that visibility. Instagram is going to bring in that sales. Instagram is going to do all of those things. You have to be everything that way. LinkedIn can give to you as well. You just need to highlight what your goal is. So if your goal is, oh, you want to sell, the question will now be, how can you bring your energy, how can you bring it on LinkedIn? Then you're going to study what is going to work for you. You don't need to stop your dancing, you don't need to stop your anything. You just need to do it in a way that it rhymes. And let me put it this way. You don't need to kill your vibe. You just need to do your thing. And one way or the other, your tribe is going to find you on LinkedIn. But the basic rule is this: just do it in a way that you are fitting into that platform. But let us go this way. You want to ask yourself, why exactly are you on LinkedIn? The goal you want to achieve on Instagram is different from the goal you want to achieve on LinkedIn. So the question is, why do you want to come to LinkedIn? Okay, fine. More have said that you have to come for credibility building, and you have to come to expand your connection, and you have to come for that for increasing your potential buyers and all of that. Then maybe probably out of all of this, your goal is now to, oh, Instagram is already giving me massive sale. Why don't I go on LinkedIn to build credibility? And why don't I go on LinkedIn to expand my friends or list of business relationship? Then if that is your goal, you know that the kind of content you're going to put out to achieve this goal is going to be different from the kind of content you put out on your LinkedIn to bring in sales. So the bottom line of what I'm trying to explain is your goal determines what's the kind of vibe, I want to use Instagram term, the kind of vibe you're going to be bringing. So if yes, you're able to do that. So there's a way you can, just merge in. You can come with all of it and still be accepted. You don't even need to seek their people. Your tribe will just join you anyhow you are, but then your goal determines what your activity is. Then you say you want to dance, you want to do all of those things. LinkedIn now have the feature for you to dance. In fact, there's a video segment, but you know that most of the people on LinkedIn want to learn. So if you are dancing, then your dancing should be able to impact somebody. If you are dancing, your dancing should make a lot of sense. I don't want to waste my data just watching you dance. Do you understand? So everything you're doing should be according to what you want to achieve. You can do all of those things on Instagram because you want there's a word for it, because you want the attraction, yes, but you will not be able to do all of that on LinkedIn because you want attention. So there are two different things. On Instagram, on all of those things, you just get, you attract yourself to your target audience so that they can come and view what you're selling and probably make the decision of buying. But on LinkedIn, you need attention. Is quite different from attraction. So on LinkedIn, you want to get the attention of collaborators, partners, people that will even open door for you. So you want to act, it's just like, okay, now you are hosting me on this event now. I should not come wearing I should dress in a way that, in fact, the way you saw me on the live, you're like, Mo, please go and first change you have to just dress according to the party. You have to dress according to the party. If you really want to attract this kind of guys, then you have to speak their language. So this is not you killing yourself. This is just you diversing a plan to meet the goal you are trying to achieve on LinkedIn. You don't need to kill your vibe. Just do it in a way that it speaks to the your why, your objective, that it helps you achieve. And if selling is still what you are coming to do, then you need to understand that the buying process on LinkedIn is different from the buying process on Instagram. Do you understand it? So you want to first understand what is the buying process like on LinkedIn. How do these people buy? Do they just scroll and buy? Is that how they buy? You make your research. How exactly is their buying process? Then you fit your strategy, your dancing, your vibe, everything to fit into the buying process of your audience on that platform. So it's just normal, not LinkedIn alone. Whatever platform you're going into, understand the platform, have a why are you on this platform, then you can now come up with a plan that suits that platform, that suits you, that does not kill your energy, and that still helps you to achieve your goal on that platform. I think that should be able to work for anybody, and beyond LinkedIn, any platform.
Wow, thank you so much. So it's just we understanding first why we want to be on LinkedIn, our why, before we now start creating content. So it's not really like we are changing our personality, that Maria is a dancing type on Instagram. So coming on LinkedIn, you have to be a gentle and only girl.
Mm.
I'm just hearing for the first time that LinkedIn has now have the pictures of that part. I really, can you see? I'm actually outdated on LinkedIn because I just left it for, let me just leave it where it is and focus on something else, right? Another platform. So this is actually a good one. So, but I think apart from that, we also need to understand, like what you have said, to understand our audience. Because even if my same audience on LinkedIn is on Instagram, the on LinkedIn that we get, that we post on Instagram, that will make him listen to me or watch my video, will not be the same content that we move him. Of course, it's not like LinkedIn, they don't have a social life. It doesn't mean that people on LinkedIn doesn't have social life, but the content should be able to be created in such a way that it's going to be suitable for that, right? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, your audio just came back, and I think it's gone again. Okay, I don't know if this is from my end, but if anybody is watching, can you just please drop a comment to know you can hear me, and uh, you can fix
Can you hear
things.
me
Yeah.
now?
Yes, your audio is
Awesome.
back.
So my next question is that from your own perspective, can you actually share a story where you created a roadmap, opportunities, one you know. You get, but I would
Okay.
really like it to be maybe for a business owner, not for personal, because we like the misconception we have before now is that LinkedIn is for what's it called now? It's for job seekers, it's for these professional borders. But do you have any case study of when LinkedIn has actually been so helpful to a business owner?
Okay, yes, I do have one. And the way you
And
I have
what
more than
happened?
one.
What kind of content? If you can even probably share just more in depth to
Yes,
us
so I
about
have more
BIWM.
than one actually, but let me start with one. Let me start with myself. So when I started on LinkedIn, I didn't really have a particular thing I was doing on that platform. So I brought everything I was to the platform. So one time I'm talking about financial literacy, one time I'm talking about this, another time I'm selling my bags and dresses because as at then I had a mini store where I sell dresses and I sell bags. So what I do then is I write content, then picture references to my dress and my bag, my dress and my bag. Then I talk about, then I sell dresses and I sell bags. So then I talk about my business. So on days I dedicate to just talk about what I do. Oh, aside from being a professional, I actually do this, I actually do that, I actually do this. So I just do that for fun. There was no proper organization, no proper postponement, no proper anything. But the amazing thing is because I do this frequently before I stopped, before I focused on one niche on LinkedIn, people will actually enter my DM and ask and make inquiries about the bag. And sometimes they might not buy immediately. But anytime we're having an hangout on LinkedIn, I would have seen plenty messages of bring those back or bring those back. And anytime I used to go to our LinkedIn hangouts filled up. I used to come back home kind of empty because I would have sold all of the products. And they trusted my product because they've been seeing content about it. So some people even have specific product that I will keep from them. I'll keep those products from them like before, like months before the hangouts because of any just trust issue here and there. So it works for me then. And I even had a sewing contract. Then one of the LinkedIn stars, we used to call them LinkedIn stars or LinkedIn top creator. She just entered into my DM. Hi, Miracle, you sew? I said, yes, I sew. She was like, oh, my birthday is coming up so, and I need to do this photo shoot for a rebrand and all of that. And she gave me her clothes to sew. Boom. Even as at then, I was already considering just focusing on a niche on LinkedIn. But I didn't say no. I collected it and I did a job. We had few adjustments here and there. We did back and forth. We met each other off LinkedIn, and yes, that was a job well done. So what worked for me was I had a content. I posted content about what I do. That's just it. You don't need to fit in. If everybody are talking professional, then it's going to be a boring space. So I talk about my bags. I talk about how I even source for my bags from the market. Talk about my experience. There was the time I posted my experience at Balogu Market, Lagos. There was a time I posted my experience with all of this thing, how I shop my stuff, in a way that is still valuable. It was still learning from me. Then I used pictures, good pictures. I don't know if my pictures were good then, but to some extent they were good pictures. Take the pictures in a way that I was holding the bags and pointing at the dresses and something like that. So that is a case study one. Another case study I saw on LinkedIn is she's into what do they call it? This people that sell cosmetics, yes, cosmetics. She's into cosmetics and she has a very good storytelling skill. So what does she do? She sells her cosmetics on LinkedIn and she uses her storytelling skill to sell it, and she sells her storytelling skill as well. That is, she writes stories like a content for other brands, and she sells her own cosmetics products. I don't know if that's the exact term for it. So how she does it is she shares tips, tricks about the skin, about how you can be how you look affect your professional lifestyle. Like you showing up, looking all good, going on live events, your face having pimples here and there. It was even one of our content that motivated me to get my skincare routine. That is how it works. So you can sell your product. And there's currently one woman now on LinkedIn. I trying to remember her name so that you can check her out, but it's not coming. Maybe when I remember, I can always drop it for Miss Map. What she does is she teaches how you can dress and she sells dresses. So LinkedIn is a big space. The limitation you are giving to it is only in your mind. You've not The problem people are having is they do not understand how the platform work and how it can work for them. Basic. That is just the problem they have. That is just the problem they have. Me, when I was just coming and selling my bags and selling my dresses and selling my tailoring stuff, I didn't even understand. I was just doing it. So, and that's the problem. Them not understanding how the platform works and how they can leverage it. I think that's the problem. LinkedIn, you can do whatever you want to do, only if you know how to communicate what you're doing in the language of people that are there in a way that they are going to understand. That is it. That's just what it is. You don't have to be a digital marketer before you can be on LinkedIn. You don't have to be a freelancer. It's even you selling to a class. Do you understand? It's you telling to another caliber of people. I've even sold my Oriflame on LinkedIn before. Do you understand? There was a time, yes, sold my Oriflame product on LinkedIn. That's just how it works. You connect with these people, you take your products there, and LinkedIn is way beyond the LinkedIn platform. We have LinkedIn Hangouts, LinkedIn Local, LinkedIn this one, LinkedIn. You carry your product and show them. Once they see, they feel it. So it's not even only do you have Instagram Hangouts? No, we have LinkedIn Hangouts that it will house about 1,000 people, some 500, some a gathering of 10, some a gathering of 30. Carry your product and go there. Just learn how to sell. And that is just it. So there's this limitation of I cannot sell. It's just in your mind, and I feel it's just you not understanding the platform, not understanding how it works and how it can actually work for you. People are selling on LinkedIn. Product owners are selling on LinkedIn. Yes, they are selling on LinkedIn. So that's what I can say about that. It's just you to understand how the platform works and how it can work for you and your products.
You are changing, most especially me, because I'm really learning a lot. For you to even say you sell, can you hear me? Please confirm if you can hear me.
I can hear you.
Okay.
Oh my.
Well, this is actually mind blowing. This is the first time I'm hearing this. I mean, cosmetic, shoes and bag and all that on LinkedIn. I've always seen LinkedIn, like I said, like one serious platform. And the hangout of it, what looking into. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. Thank you so much. Someone that would have asked, which is how does not showing up on LinkedIn impact a brand credibility? I'm sure by the time we already know the benefit of us showing, so it means that there won't be the visibility, credibility, and every other thing. That's one of the things that is going to affect when you're not showing up on LinkedIn. So thank you so much. So what's the first business owner should do after creating a refresh? Take for instance, Map. Just use me as a case study. What do you think I should do after abandoning my LinkedIn profile for several years? People there don't even know me. Do you think people like us should recreate a new one so that we can start afresh and we start praying for grace to be consistent on that platform? Or we can still pick up from where we left it, like go back to our first love and say, LinkedIn, We are back. We are here. How do you think we can actually do the show off of the thing? Thank you.
Okay, for using map concepts as a case study, in fact, I don't know why you're not existing on LinkedIn because LinkedIn has more of your audience. So the first thing is to define who your audience, who they are. That's a, some people call it ICP, some people call it target audience, but it's simply plain language. Who are the people you want to help? You want to answer basic questions before you even jump on LinkedIn. So, who are those people? For map concepts, they serve business owners that do not know the importance of them registering their business, digital marketing, all of those things. They are there on LinkedIn. So you want to create their demography, who they are, and all, because all of these things are going to define what your activity is. Okay, you asked another question of should you go back to that same page or you should open another one? Well, if you can't find your login or if you are finding it difficult to log in, you can create another one. But on a professional level, please go back and use your old account. Just clean it up and set it because of security purposes. When LinkedIn detects that one same information is going on two different accounts, then you start having issues like LinkedIn restricting your account, or yes, LinkedIn restricting your account or even permanently holding it that you will not even have access to both the new one and the old one. So you want to stay safe by going back to the old one, cleaning it up. So, like I was saying before I jumped into that, you want to define your audience, you want to define your message. But using map concepts, they already know what they are doing. So, what map concept is going to do is they want to map out their audience, suiting LinkedIn platform. Who are those? Who are the people we actually want to serve on LinkedIn? Then the next thing map content is going to do is to update their profile, which we call profile optimization, starting from their banner to the profile picture, like having a simple funnel on your profile, like maybe probably from your banner takes them to your featured post, or from your banner takes them to a link in your bio. So you have your customer journey set up on your profile. So you set up that customer journey on your profile. We call it profile optimization. Then after you might have finished doing that, then you create what your consistency plan is going to look like. Look at your schedule, look at your team, look at what can work. Is it going to be 3 times a week that can work for you and your team? Stick to it. Is it going to be 2 times a week? Stick to it. Is it going to be once a week? Then stick to it. Whatever your consistency plan looks like, then you want to create your content calendar. Very important. First, you need to choose your consistency plan so that your consistency plan now dictates what your calendar is going to look like. If you have to write a calendar that writes content 2 times a week, 3 times, four, 5, 6, 7 times a week, depending on what your consistency plans looks like. So, if for instance your consistency plan says you can post 3 times a week, then you want to create a content calendar that have 3 contents a week. Then before creating your content calendar, you want to ask yourself what is the goal to achieve for this month, for the year on LinkedIn. Then the goal for that month determines the structure of the content. You want to create a content calendar. Now I'm teaching you content marketing. You want to answer the question, what is the goal for this content calendar? What exactly do you want to achieve this month? Who are we speaking to? What is our key metrics? All of those essential questions. You ask yourself, you answer. You don't just jump into it. You actually ask yourself these questions and answer them. If you cannot answer them, just go back to your stuff. So you answer them that this will now dictate what your calendar. This will make your calendar solid. So once you have this calendar, then then once you have this calendar stated out, then you want to ask yourself, aside from this posting, what more activities can we do as map concepts to actually help us to reach these key metrics as fast as possible? Then you kickstart it. Okay, probably you posted on Monday, then you want to start following that your target audience. You want to start telling them, I am here, oh, I am here, oh, just like that thing you do on Instagram. So how do you do this I am here strategy? You go to their page, you engage with them strategically to help them see, they can write something about business, then you come as a professional that you are, that, oh, this is things I tell my clients. Do you understand that kind of thing? I mean, so the way you were going to put it, they're going to see you, read your comment, and come to your page. Oh, so we have somebody like this here on LinkedIn. They're going to, you educate them and all of that. So you engage with those target audience so that not only them, but their own connections are also seeing it. So those are activities you want to do, even aside posting when you've posted. Then another activities you want to add is you are getting free tip. That is all I'm going to tell you. So yeah, just dictate the activities that are going to help you grow, then you merge it with the content creation, then you keep measuring, you keep tracking, you go over it again, you keep measuring, you keep tracking. So if it's something that your team cannot do all alone, if you have a fund, hire a consultant, a LinkedIn consultant that can help you for the first month, then the second month you'll be able to do it all on your own, depending on how strong your team is. Yes. So once you do all of that, LinkedIn becomes your billboard. LinkedIn becomes your big board. LinkedIn becomes your LinkedIn becomes your place of advert. In fact, it serves as a mini website. In fact, there are some professional gathering you enter, you want to talk about your business, then you just give them your LinkedIn URL, because your LinkedIn is more like it serves as a landing page. It serves as how should I call it, a place to build awareness. It serves as a whole lot of things. So you just want to merge. In fact, it serves as something that keeps you optimized on Google. So when people search for keywords like CAC certificates, keywords like everything you do, you're going to pop up. That is LinkedIn for you. When they search for your name, your LinkedIn profile pops up first, and there's a customer journey you already created on your profile. Remember, you convert without you being there. Just like LinkedIn is like a sales funnel. You just have to know how to do all of this thing. Have your list of ICP or target audience or people that fit into the people you're speaking to. Engage with them. Comment on their post, reach out to them, send a strategic DM, build relationship, expand. In fact, a relationship can refer you to somebody else that will give you, and this will come on a bigger scale. Projects on LinkedIn will come on a bigger scale because you might meet people that want to do scrum, you might meet people that want to do all of this big registration because they probably might be handling a bigger project. So doing all of this all together for map consent, you're going to get started on LinkedIn and you're going to get set up for success. So there's no overnight success. You guys to try out different strategies, what works for you. You know what works for you and stick to it. You repeat, you rinse, you repeat, you rinse, you repeat, you rinse. That's how it works on LinkedIn. So if it's for like an outside brand at all, that's just it. Understand the platform. What do you want to do? What do you do? Who are you doing it for? Answer all those questions. Be clear to some extent. Then optimize your profile, reach out to people, create your calendar, choose a consistency plan, engage, talk to a consultant to, their experience is going to quicken your journey. Then you rinse and repeat. Then there's this resilience spirit you must bring. It's not something you do too much, then you now go and hide under your bed. It's not working. No, it's a continuous journey. Yeah, that will be it for that question.
Much. Sorry, I'm just as usual. What are my sticky notes? I'm jotting a lot of that. You're talking. I have my pen and paper, and I'm sure
From you,
our audience too they are doing the same thing. We have the questions on Instagram. I don't know if the question is there because the network. I have to refresh that page. I can't see all the content. I think Peculiar Stitches dropped the questions about having his businesses on, can he have his business on Instagram? Please, if you can help me restructure and take that questions again, please kindly help me do that so that I can read it out to our guest speakers to take it. But I saw a question that's similar to that. So but now I want to ask you a question now, meaning Emo. My question is this. You talk about the business side of LinkedIn. Somebody like me on other social media, and I'm sure if I'm talking about me, it's not because maybe I'm anchoring it, or because I know they will also have the same similar questions, right? We have online presence. We have our personalities like this is Maria, this is Mark. entity entirely. I think when the digital marketing thing, or like, oh, I want to be on LinkedIn and all that, everything. I think there's a plan for the business and there's a plan for the program. What do you advise business to stick with first? Is it people getting to know us, our personality as Saka Maria? I mean, Saka Maria, this is who Saka Maria is. This is what Saka Maria is into. Or we should come as a business or map operates. I don't know if you understand that question. So how do we should we go in fully as a business, as a startup now? Let me say, we want to if we want to review, we want to go back to LinkedIn, or we just want to start on LinkedIn. So do you advise that we should go as individual or as a business? So when we are writing, because I know that is going to affect our writing, the way of writing. So what is your take on this? So while Peculiar Stitches, please, you can actually drop your questions again. I'm so sorry, I have to refresh Instagram because I got a notification that we're permanently off on Instagram. So I have to refresh that page. So I couldn't get your questions again. Now over to you,
All
Evelyn.
right. All right. Thank you so much. That's a very good question. All right. So the thing is this: people connect to people before they connect to whatever it is you're selling. If you want to grow faster, grow as you. Go in as Saka Maria. Because if you go in as map content, you put in your logo and all of those things, and it takes time before people start attracting themselves with logos and all of that. You want to build. Okay, look at what I'm doing now. Miracle Watayo Emo is actually different from LinkedIn tutorial. Like we have a whole team that works on this LinkedIn thing with myself. Me, basically, I am a management consultant, but right now I'm representing this LinkedIn of a thing, and we are here. But why did you come to me? Because you already know me that I do that kind of thing. So it is your personal brand first. It is you first. And don't let me even use the word personal brand because it starts to complicate things. It is you first. Go in as Saka Maria, and it will now be Saka Maria does this on that profile. So if you're not like me, that you have like multiple business, multiple brands and businesses that are not even correlating with each other. You cannot have pages. We have LinkedIn business pages. So you cannot have a page for map concepts, a page for digital concepts, a page for that one concept. Do you understand? And in your content as you speak, you can always refer to these pages for people to go and see, but it is you first. If you really want to grow fast, it is you first because people connect with you first. When they see your picture, on LinkedIn right now, there are some people that have not met me in person, but because they've seen a picture of me, they've seen me on live videos, they've seen my videos, they've seen we've spoken. There is this kind of deep connection between us, like as if we've known forever. And the truth is, we've not even seen ourselves like this. We've done business together. We've, that kind of trust that you've not seen. It's because they can connect with Miracle Oluwatayo, because they can connect with Mo. Do you understand? So as me, it was just I put there the logo and all of those things to be asked to build. Come in as who you are, then talk about what you do. As far as you are the one doing that thing. So let me give a very simple analysis so that it makes it easier for everyone to get what I'm trying to say. Using Maria Saka as an example. Maria Saka is on LinkedIn. She have a profile on LinkedIn. So our headline states that I help businesses. Okay, let me see how I can structure that. I help businesses stay in business with their business register. Just look for the English and all of that. That thing she said now, she's referring to map concepts. Do you understand? So on a featured post, you cannot have map concepts there, the link to the page of map concepts if she already have a page. And if she does not have a page, she can have a dedicated post to, oh, this is what I do. I do that via map concept. I have a brand called map concept, and this is what we do in that branch. You can talk about it consistently, talk about some things. Okay, a very good example was the video she did to market this. She was in the gym. That was Maria Saka, not map concept. She was in the gym. She talked about how she felt in the gym that day, and she promoted this live event, not even map concept. This is another This is another project on it. She promoted business insights. So that is just it. If you come in as you, you'll be able to promote as much as possible. But if you come in as a brand, you'll be limited. And aside from that, if you come in as you, people will find it easy to connect with you. You. They want to see the person they are talking to, they want to talking with, they want to feel you. They want to see a video of, okay, now we are live. So people likely have not seen the same picture. Now they see that we are talking, we are not robots. It's not a scam and all of that. They want to see you in a world of scam, that scam are filled everywhere. So you just want to stand tall. And this is a way to stand tall is by starting with a personal brand, no corporate brand. So start with your personal brand. That is you being on the forefront. Then you refer to your pages. You can create business pages on LinkedIn. You can have as I don't know, I think you can have up to 4 or 5. I can't remember the specific number now. You can have up to 3, 4, or 5. I'll confirm that later. So you have them map consent, business insight, and it's not even everything that needs pages. Something like this business insight now, you can always just talk about it on your floor, your page. It keeps you active. It shows that you're a business entity. Anybody coming and have seen the activity knows what you are doing already. So I feel that is what I'm going to advise you first, because I want to connect with you first. Just imagine these two analyses. A page pop up, Maria Saka, her picture is there. I saw a video of her in the gym promoting what she does. And there's this another page here. There's this another page there. That page, it is the your logo map concepts and the name map concepts, the logo everywhere, and they are selling something. Who do you think I'm going to buy from? I'm going to literally buy from somebody I saw in the gym, regardless of she's in the gym. Yes, I'm going to buy from her because I feel like I know her. And I've seen her. She used to go to the gym. Whereas we don't see each other before. Do you get? We've not seen each other before, but I've seen her in the gym. I've seen her when she was doing this. I've seen her when she was doing that because I'm seeing her. The other one with logo, we don't know who is behind it. We don't know if it is real. We don't know if it is not real. So I'm not going to go with that person. I'm going to go with the person that I can see like this in my kolo eyes. So that is why it is important to start first with your. That is why it is important. You start first with your personal brand. So your personal brand for me, if you ask me.
Thank you. So it's advisable to start with personal brand so that people can easily connect with you. And thank you for using my gym as a case study. I just love to, I've come to realize something, that content is not difficult. And that's one thing I try as well, because I know that there are some business owners who are checking my status, not because they want to buy from me, but because they just love my content. They do my thing. You understand? So because of that, I don't, even when I don't even feel like, it's very difficult to start camera videoing yourself, all the activities and putting it together, but to encourage other people. And I realized that people really get, they don't want to portray what you just said. People tend to me personally because of that. I mean, they get more connected. The fact that they know me, even though what I want you to know is what I want you to see. What I want you to know is what I show you. You understand? So that connections of map, no, map is our girl, map is our this. I get that vibe from them just because I'm kind of, I'm just being me. Let me put it that way. So I think I really agree with you that you just have to be you. Even though the platform is kind of a bit professional, but you don't have to be someone else. There's a saying that says that every other person has been taken. So it is you that is actually led. So you have to be you wherever the platform may be. Just be you and then study your audience and know how they can get connected with you. I have another questions. Let me check Instagram if we have a question now. Okay, no questions on Instagram at the moment. No, we have people watching from there. I think we have about people watching from there. So my next question is that now that you advise on You talked about something about maybe getting a professional expert, somebody like you. So is it trained for maybe 1 month from there, and the person can work? So can you give us more details if you want to go into that? Like, okay, hello, I want to hold my hands for maybe a period of what and what does it take? Are we creating my content calendar together? What and what are the services I should be expecting? And is there a place probably we can do your price list, something that we can go into and to want to know more and reach out to you for your service. That's number one. If after, let's now say that I am a busy type, I don't have that luxury time to be here, to be there because of other activities. Is this something I can give maybe some to manage, just the same way they manage our Instagram, Facebook for us, and the person to understand our language or how we speak? Because of course, if you are representing me, you have to, even though you cannot speak 100% like me, my personalities or something have to also show in what you're doing. So is this something that we can leave also, give people to want to what's it called now? To manage our pages for us? Those are my two questions for now.
All right, thank you so much for the question. First off, you said if you want to work with me, how exactly can you work with me and how exactly does it work? So we have like a customized service, like you've said. Number one is you can go one on one with me. More like, okay, I just want to, I have these questions. Once you're able to answer me, I'll be able to go on and do things by myself. That is the one on one session. Number two is done with you, which is where we, after the consultation, we draft a plan together. Then I am one of my team member or myself is there to guide you in the implementation process. That is the done with you. We do your calendar together. We review it together. We test it together. But sometimes we do just the way we have A and B testing on other social media. You do it with your organic content. You want to test it if it's working. So we do all of those things together. We create the content together. After creating your content, we review it. We want to be sure you're just like one of the content we did of recent. Is this thing really talking to his target audience? I don't think so. Okay, let's do it this way, let's do it that way. We review it together. That's done with you. It can go for a month, it can go for 2 3 months depending on your budget, because being there is costing, you understand. So now, depending on your budget and depending on how long you want to keep the relationship going, and depending on how fast you can stand on your own, so you can choose to always just outsource some things to us, like your content calendar and your content. You just go there, you review, then you post. You understand? You can do that. Then the third one is the second question. That is the done for you. So let me start with, yes, you can get a LinkedIn manager to manage your LinkedIn page. But two things, please. Ensure that the person you are hiring is trustworthy, because LinkedIn is a professional account, no doubt. You want to be careful of how you are being represented out there. Just like every other social media, LinkedIn is way more a global platform. You don't know who is reading your content. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't know who is reading your content. So you want to be extra careful with who you give your account to. So you want to, then you yourself want to have a, even if you don't have a professional to draft your brand manual or brand strategy, then you want to have a manual brand manual, meaning that a manual that you yourself created. That's your manual brand manual now is going to contain, this is what this brand is all about. This is our objective. That is why clarity is important. It's not even about just hiring somebody and quickly getting it. No, no, no. Clarity is important. What is this brand all about? What is this brand aiming to get? What is our core messaging? What is our content pillars? What did we want to sound like? Have all of those things in a document. So when you are hiring a LinkedIn manager, you have something to hand over. Just like one of our last clients, Person said anytime I read the content you write for me, I used to ask myself, maybe you came to steal one part of my brain when you were writing this content. Yes, that is because we already have information and you just have to sound like that person. So you want to put all of those things into documentations so that whosoever, even if you have to change, life happens, anything can happen along the line that you have to change your LinkedIn manager. You don't have to, you don't, it's called, sometimes another people call it a policy document. So you don't have to sit down and start teaching that person from scratch. You already have the document, so you just explain the document to the person. And if it's even a good document, you don't really need long explanation, but necessarily you might still want to do that. So yes, for our own thought offer, we do done for you. That is the LinkedIn management. We don't done for you. So we take your plan, we come up with something that works for you and us, and we keep going. So that is the three ways you can work with us. So number one, just one-on-one consultation. You just need me to answer questions way beyond LinkedIn, like I introduced myself earlier into management consultation. And what that means is if you're a startup business owners and you're stuck in your business, probably branding, the branding manual, you don't even know how you sound, your objective and all of that, or you're stuck with your human resource or anything business, you can book the one-on-one. Then the second is done with you, where we do the process with you. We create your calendar with you. We do your contenting with you. We review with you. Then the third one is done for you. We actually do it for you. And for the duration, depending on what we agree on, and for the yes, depending on how what we agree on from our clarity call. So that is how it works. I think I've been able to collapse those two questions into the story of us. And I think the another question you say is how can they easily reach out to me? Please go to my LinkedIn page. Go to my LinkedIn page, Miracle Atayo, send us a DM, we'll respond. And there's an email in the about section. That is my business forward 2021 at gmail.com. A team member is going to reply to you immediately, like almost immediately, not immediately. I hope I've been able to answer that question extensively.
Oh yes, you've been able to answer. Thank you so much for that breakdown. Um Now that you're directing us to LinkedIn, you want us to start, we should go and download the app first of all now. Remember, we are not long. Okay, your camera is not on. Hope you are still here. Can you hear me? Mo, Mo, are you there? Hello, Mo. Okay.
Yes, I can hear you, please.
So you are directing
If
us
you
to
are not
LinkedIn. Remember that we are people that actually left LinkedIn. We don't have LinkedIn app.
Just reach out via WhatsApp.
Now you want us to start our
Okay,
journey.
let's just do it via WhatsApp. It's easier via WhatsApp. Just reach out to Map. Map knows how to connect you with me on WhatsApp. Or if I can call my WhatsApp number, anyone is fine.
All right. Thank you for that consideration.
Yeah.
Because we don't even know where we will start from. How to get our login details. Talking of now sending DM. So yes,
Yeah.
we're going to that. Thank you so much for that breakdown. I think we have a question on Instagram now before we call it today. The question is, can you help us set up our LinkedIn like how your account should look like? Okay, yes, I think we've answered that questions. I think you've already explained, or you think you've not explained that?
Okay, she said, can I help her to set up a LinkedIn profile, probably from scratch? Yes, I can help you do that. With you there, yes, I can help you do that. For clarity's sake, I think we've already talked about that, but for clarity's sake, yes, we can help you do that.
All right, thank you. So, and would there be bonus for us coming from MAP? Would there be discount
Yes,
for MAP, at
yes.
least for those attending this live section?
Just
Let us know so that they can have a particular code to give you.
so when you are coming and you are coming from map concepts, just recognize yourself with the fact that coming from map concepts. So we're going to discuss the discounts you have. Just let us know that
Okay, they should just
map
mention that they are coming
concepts.
from MAP
Yes,
concept.
map
Thank you so
concepts.
much. So yeah, the person that asked the question on Instagram, that's peculiar stitches. Yes, so when you are sending a DM, I'm going to forward that number personally to anyone who needs it. You can send us a DM on Instagram or on WhatsApp. And then if you, yes, I'll send that number so you can actually reach out to her and tell her you're from MAP. That is the code to get your discount. Let me check if you have another
Yes.
thing from there before I. Okay, another thing. LinkedIn people are always after money when you ask for any help. Is that true? Is that how you people do? Like, are you people always? Why are you people always after money?
So they say you people are always after money. Okay, it depends on the people you are asking. It depends on the people you are asking, and it depends for or the kind of help you are asking for. So okay, like right now we are answering all the question. I did not ask the person that is asking question and that yeah, bring money before I can answer your question. Do you understand? So it depends on the questions you are asking, depends on the people you are asking. So yeah, like for us now on our page, almost every week, not every week, like almost every week, we do that interval. We give out like free consultation to 3 people. Yes. And sometimes the people even come into our DM, we give them access to Clarity Call for free before we even talk about what we want to actually do for them before talking about money. So about understanding the problem, then solving the problem. Then two things, depending on who you are asking and depending on what you are asking for. You cannot be asking somebody to audit your profile for free. So there are people that does that for free. You cannot be telling somebody to optimize your profile for free. No, there are people that do it for free. You cannot be telling somebody to write your content for free. That they are using their brain, right? So it depends on the question you are asking and depends on the people you are asking. So I can't really say, oh no, nobody's like that. And I can't really say, yes, everybody's like that. Because it depends on the questions you are asking and who you are asking. Yeah.
Okay, thank you for that clarity. And I don't think it's only LinkedIn. That also come across other platforms. Yeah. So and they don't charge in our currency. They always charge in dollars. People always charge in dollars. That's another is the
It's
allegation
still
now.
the same thing. It depends on who you are asking and what you're asking for. For us now, we don't charge in dollars. We only charge in the currency of where the person is chatting us from. If you're in Nigeria, we charge you in naira. Mm. If you're in Nigeria, we charge you in naira. And if you're outside the country, we charge you in your currency for easy, what is it called now? Exchanging of everything, so you don't have to start doing the mathematics. And I think why most people use dollar is because the dollar is like a flat rate, and that's like the general, everybody knows dollar. So if you are coming from anywhere, now we are coming from China and I tell you $20, you know what that means. We are coming from Europe and I tell you $20, you know what that means. We are coming from, let's say, Africa, and I tell you dollars, you know what that means. So I feel that is why some people use this dollar, because it's kind of, I don't know if it is a universe kind of, everybody knows what a dollar is and how they can calculate it to convert it to their money. So sometimes if the location is not even certain, yes, I use dollars. But if the location is certain, to make conversion real quick, we use the person's currency. Yeah, and sometimes just on a flat rate, US dollars, but most of the time on my stuff, you see the naira, you see the dollar, depending on what you want.
All right, thank you. Thank you for that. Yes, dollar is actually generally acceptable. So, but I'm sure the emphasis was person is trying to say is that so the price will not be that high. We that we are in Nigeria, so you should not charge us that much and all that. But thank you so much. I really, really enjoy myself. I really learned so many things today, and I just want to do a quick recap, just for the purpose of those who joined us a bit late, so that they can get one or two things before we round up. Though our round up session is going to be you giving us like that one, will I say that one nugget that should keep us rolling. Definitely, myself, I'm coming to your DM for my LinkedIn optimization by God's grace. And I'm sure I have other people too who will be doing that as well. So for those who are just joining us, we talk about LinkedIn. We talk about just a quick round of. We talk about the why LinkedIn actually matters, the benefits of why you as a business owner should be on LinkedIn for visibility, for connection, attraction. I think you said LinkedIn is for attraction. Other platform is for attention. Am
LinkedIn
I
is for
right?
attention. LinkedIn is for attention. Other platforms you still
Okay.
can you
LinkedIn is for
attract, but
attention.
on LinkedIn you have
People will give you
attention. Yes,
attention,
people,
while other
it's more like
platform
attraction. Yeah.
is for attraction. All right, thank you. Talk about misconception about LinkedIn. People saying LinkedIn as come for job seekers, is for people who are quiet, like MO, who doesn't have that energy to start shouting or dancing all over the world. Unlike Maria, that her mouth is ta 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 everywhere. Sorry, that's just
On a lighter note.
on a lighter note, so that no matter who you are, your personalities and all that, you can actually come on LinkedIn and see thrive. And one of the things that actually strike me most about today's live session is she's sharing her own experience about when she's selling her wares fashion accessories, and people were coming in, in their hangouts, LinkedIn as a hangouts, and she was able to sell bags and all that. She also talks about one person using one stone to kill two birds. She's selling a cosmetic product, then also a storytelling, using her storytelling. So because she's telling a story, people were able to hire her to write story, to use her service for that particular thing. You see now. So now I think that is telling us one thing. If you are so good in what you do and you are able to sell a good story that people can really relate with, apart from that product, apart from that service you are selling, they can actually come in to hire you to write a story, help them with storytelling for their own product or for their own brands. And before you know it, you start having stars, you start having connections, you start having people want to, come in to use the service. I can't forget that she talked about is how should you, I know you have your business register with MAP, with CAT through MAP. So now you want to go all out. I want to start on LinkedIn because MAP for the month of April is talking use my business name. She actually gave us a professional advice that be you, under you, it's not like you are still talking about the business you do, but don't really post like as a map. Like, oh yes, this is the benefit of having your CAC registered. Me, I'm the one talking now as map, right? I'm talking like the service I render in map. Then at the end of my write-up, I cannot go in and say that if you need this service, this is what we do in map. We can help you. You can send us a DM. So they know that map is the owner. Saka Maria now is the owner of map, and this is what she's into. So that's one of the profound nugget that I actually got from there. And then we also ask the questions about what they should do refreshing. Remember your password back, and do your reset password and start building connection. It's not too late to pick up again. It's not too late to pick up again. You're already late, but don't be more like that for you to start thinking that it's not the right time. So, and another thing I can get, okay, I think when I jotted down that what you should do first is to define your audience. Define your audience, know who you are selling to. That one will help you to clean up your old account, then clean up your old account if you have any, or start afresh. So when you know your audience, you know the kind of content to create. You map up your audience, you know the kind of content to create. You set up for your profile optimization, right? Then be consistent. Have a consistent. Don't just say because you today that people are selling bag and shoe or cosmetic. You are in. You have got to go and make your first post. If possible, have a calendar for like 1 month down before you started posting. What that means is that if you are posting like 3 times in a week, you already have 1 month calendar. Week 1, 3 times, all the content are down so that you don't get overwhelmed. It's also happened to us on Instagram. It happens to us on TikTok. If you check my TikTok now, I think the last video before this one that I posted was last business insight map. Another video I posted on that TikTok is this my gym video that she talked about. Look at that space, look at that gap. So if somebody wants to patronize me for that period that I've not been consistent, they will not come. But on our Instagram and our Facebook, we are very active there. So that should tell you one thing, that you should put your consistency really matters a lot. It's not really about the content. If it is once you can show up in a week, let your audience know that no, Saka Maria will always come up every Monday to post. So before I will hear from Saka Maria again, it's till next week Monday. They will know you for that consistency. So it's not about you posting every day because you want to have a lot of connections, you want people to see. Before you know it, you are tired. Your content is blank. You don't know what to do next. You get overwhelmed. You understand? So define your consistency. Don't look at someone that has been active on LinkedIn, that they are not on other social media platforms. Their life is on LinkedIn. No, it's true. You get, because they can be consistent in that place. And a clear example is myself and Emo, our guest speaker. As I mentioned it while I was talking, you know, when I asked her that, oh, your Instagram page, she was like, oh, ma'am, I'm not active on Instagram. If she asks me now that, ma'am, give me your handle on your LinkedIn, I say, Emo, no, don't go there. But if you go to her own page on LinkedIn, she's very active. If you come to my own page on Instagram, my business page, I'm very active. Do you understand? So you need to not follow the crowd. Because you say that they are telling you that they make millions on LinkedIn, they are making connections, they are getting jobs, they are getting gigs, they are getting all this kind of a thing. And you want to just jump into it and start doing what you will get tired, right? You're going to get tired. And you don't want to, one of the things you want to do is to get tired. You don't want to get tired. Why doing sorry, why doing that? You don't want to be sorry, okay, yeah. So you don't want to do all these things because others are doing it, because they are making money, and like I've said, divide your content very key and is paramount. It is twice you can go out in a week on LinkedIn or any platform now. Just be consistent with it. Consistency is the key. Another thing she talks about is why can learn that. It's not on that day that you want to post that you think that, hey, LinkedIn, I've not made a post today. What should I post today? No, you have to be thorough. You have to be you and I know that LinkedIn is not where you wake up one day and just say, I want to just go and make anything. Or I just want to go and say, good morning, you come and patronize me today. You know, we have some people like that. When they wake up, like, we are open for business. Send in your gig. You know, we are taking all that. LinkedIn is not, you don't want to go and do that on LinkedIn. You can do that on your WhatsApp status with your family member. Maybe with your 100 views or your 50 views that you have on this WhatsApp is allowed. It's your space. But you see LinkedIn, if you are going there, you have to be very, very intentional about it. So what that means is that you have to be even intentional about what goes out in there. And another thing to mention is engagement strategy. You have to strategically engage. Don't post and think that people should come and find you. To also engage on people's posts so that they can make reasonable comments. When you see people's posts, you see MO posts. Oh, give a like, oh wow, I agree with your thought, what you just shared now. If you are making that kind of comment on it, one day she will notice you, other people will notice that let me even check this person up. And by the time they check you up, don't let your page be found wanting that they can't see anything there, that they will want to make them to connect with you. The truth is that the people who are looking forward to meet, they are also looking forward to meet you. But when they come to you, your page is empty. And I want to digress a little bit. I was listening to a message by Joshua Selman, and he said something that one day he was at home, he was trying to, I don't know, he wanted to do something, and he went on YouTube to search. So he came across somebody made a post on it, and he watched the video, and he was asked questions. That video actually sought out his quest, what he was looking for. You know what? Is that something? Is that you know that the person that made this video, one day you would have been like, one day I want to meet with Joshua Selman. One day maybe the person is a fan of Joshua Selman. I want Joshua Selman to see me. I want to meet. But meanwhile, when the guy was not there, when the person that made that content was not there, he had forgotten that he made a video. The person that you have been looking forward to meet was actually in need of you, was actually in need of something that you should know about. And he was able to, in the midnight or whatever times, go to a place, a platform where you now. So imagine him watching that video and he just says a word of prayer, God, thank you for helping me to meet them. This video is so helpful. And just say for instance, he now mentioned that your aunt like that. I watched Anna Maria video. What do you think that means? Do you think I've not blown? No, no. It's true. Because you were like, who is this Saka Maria? Do we want to go and watch? But let's not say that he didn't even mention Saka Maria. He just say a word of prayer that as this video, as this content has blessed, God bless this person. I'm a Christian. I know we have different people watching us live. Oh, I know what I believe in. I believe in the prophecy of Father, right? So this means declaring that word, even while I'm not there, the prayer will work. So imagine now, you that you have been looking forward to meet Joshua Sema. Joshua Sema is the one even looking for you. Now, let me come back to LinkedIn, the topic we're talking about. You have been looking forward for that person to meet you and you have been commenting strategically. The person now comes to your page, they could not find anything. They don't even know what you are all about. 1 month you post, 3 months you are out. So with that, you are not doing yourself any good. So make sure that you step and you connect strategically. And then go first as your brand, as yourself. And lastly, she talks about how she can business owners start up, talk about 3 packages. The done for you, where they strategically come up with you and create your content, do everything. Talk about your manual brand. Do SOP for you that you can even easily hand over to anybody coming in to manage your brand. Then one-on-one section, I just want to have one-on-one section to ask you questions, look at my profile, audit it, and tell me what I should do. Then I go in to do that. So anyone you want to do is okay for you to do. Then last thing is a question we have on Instagram. Well, the person asked if we okay, yes, I think that was one I asked that time. She said if you are coming in, if you need a service, reach out to me. I will give you a number, or you said that message on LinkedIn. That is Miracle Motayo on LinkedIn. And then like that for
Oluwatayo.
I will get it.
Miracle
Understand for me.
Oluwatayo.
I covered everything we talk about. Is that it, Emo? Did I?
Yeah. Yes, it's Miracle Oluwatayo, not Omotayo. Miracle Oluwatayo. Oluwatayo. Yeah. So that's basically everything we spoke about. Yes. LinkedIn, that LinkedIn is not hard. You just have to understand how it works and understand why you are there. It's as simple as that.
All right, thank you so much. Sorry, I'm sorry for saying Omotayo. Thank you so much. And so, what is that one thing you want to leave us with before we call it a day? Before we say thank you and all that from here?
There's a lot of things that comes to mind, but one thing I'm going to review with is nothing is impossible. You just have to find the possibility in it and make it work for you, regardless of your mindset about it not being possible. Just look for the possibility in it and make it possible. It's going to work out. That will be all for me. Thank you so much for the opportunity to be here.
Nothing is impossible. We just have to find a way of making it possible. Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you for doing this with me. And hopefully very soon, I'm sure that when we call on you again, you answer us. Thank you for not looking at our the network issues gave us a long time, but we thank God we're able to through. And if you have any questions, and if anybody send me questions, I will definitely send it to you. Uh, okay, sorry, I had we like to sort of say where's cheap for us, but immediately they discover you're out of the country, they just start dollars question. Thank you for clarification. All right, so yes, I sorry, I was checking Instagram to check if we have any questions before we take the final bow. But the person is just that's peculiar stitches is just trying to reconfirm what you have said, and it says that thank you for the on the dollar part, why people charge dollars and every other thing. Thank you. Please don't charge my people dollar. We are in Nigeria. We are in Nigeria. We will look for Nigerian number to even chat you. If there is a if there's anybody coming from map, give us like you know what dollar is mo. So please, even if they chat you using their foreign line, just ignore. So while they mention amounts you are giving them. So that's on a light emoji. Thank you so much. I'm really grateful. I love you. We love you from the bottom of our heart. You can take this virtual hug from me to you.
Amen.
Bye. Thank you for staying to this time. Our next month Business Insights with Mab, you will get to know the topics and every other thing, details on our page. If you are not subscribed, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, this is the best time to do it. I still remain your girl, Saka Maria Abiodun. Next 2 months is going to be a book review, but don't worry, you will get all these details on our platform. So make sure you are following if you are not, so you don't miss out. Thank you. I love you. Bye.